tweakers and movie geekers. If you are a lover of TV, then guess what? This station and this group or this channel, whatever it is you may be listening to me on, is definitely gonna be for you. So what we're doing here on this channel is reviewing. If you missed the show or if you watched the show and you think you maybe missed something, then this is definitely where you need to be, because I'm gonna give you a thorough breakdown of the show. I'm gonna try to do it in under 10 minutes, but hey, stuff happens and sometimes we get caught up. Starting with the very first episode of Power Book 4 Force, with one of my favorite characters from the original series, which was Ghost. Well, Power. I think he kind of called Ghost, because we got four. So what was the first one? The first one was Ghost, and then the second one was Raising Cain. Then the third one is, it's the third one, Power Book Ghost. I think that may be Ghost. But anyway, when this show comes on, guys, it comes on showing Tommy driving out of New York. Now, that was significant to me because of the flashbacks that they did with him. He flashbacked over all the mistakes that he made throughout that show and our time with him, because if you are a lover of power, that is what brought you here to Force. So they showed the demise of Ghost. They showed the death of Keisha. They showed the death of well, not the death, but kind of the death of the relationship between him and Tariq. They showed when he killed Holly. They showed his broken relationship with his mother. So that was significant to me with me watching the show, because I felt like that was him driving away from all of his failures and all of his mistakes, trying to go into a new season or going into something different. Okay, even the theme song, if you listen to this theme song, it lets you know that we're going to be dealing with three main things: power, powder, respect. Specifically, powder is going to be relevant all through this series, and I'm going to get to that a little later on down through my recap. Okay, we learned the very first episode that Chicago is Tommy's birthplace. We didn't know that. I don't recall hearing about that in Power. Maybe you did, but I did not know that Chicago was Tommy's birthplace. They established that by him pulling up to his grandmother's house, and they also hinted on the stabbing. Stabbing is a big thing right now in Chicago, or I guess it's been going on in Chicago for a while, but I think that was the place where the man ended up making these vests that would actually stop you from getting stabbed, because it was going on so frequently in Chicago. And a man tries to stab him as soon as he pulls up to his grandmother's house. But that let us know that this was his birthplace. He just moved from there when he was 4 years old. Okay. his grandmother has been moved to Muller nursing home, and I want to know who the hell run Muller, because I done worked at several nursing facilities as a CNA, and not now one on. As soon as you come through the door in a nursing facility, you got somebody right there trying to sign. You got to sign in. You got to come see somebody. Who you here to see? What's your name? Phone number? So whoever running Muller, I need to see you, because we got a lawsuit in place, because he wasn't supposed to be able to go see Miriam Eager that quick. Like that. Y'all didn't even stab and shoot the man. Well, he could have been robbed. Anyway, that's for a later day. It might end up coming back in the series, or why they don't. Was it the white privilege card? Because we all know that's a real thing too, the white privilege card. Anyway, he goes to see her in Muller, and nobody was at the front desk. I got a big asterisk, like, why was he able to walk straight in there? Okay, all right. So also, I want to know who was the man. Let's go to our second key player, Diamond. Diamond is the brother who's just getting released from jail. Okay, now Diamond has just done 15 years. Diamond has just done 15 years, and we know that he has done 15 years because Tommy Googled when he had his little altercation with the Flynn's. Tommy Googled both the Flynn family and him, and it said that Diamond had just did 15 years. So Diamond did 15 years, but I want to know who was the man, the older man. What is his significance to Diamond, And will we be seeing him again? Because they didn't. All he told him is he don't expect to see him back there again. So I want to know what's gonna be our relationship with the older man who Diamond was cutting his hair, because he made the haircut last way longer than what it should have, and that shows that there's a connection between the two characters. There's gonna be some type of relationship between those two characters. We're gonna be seeing that old man again. It might not be a long script, but we're definitely gonna see him again. And what did he say? He said let him get okay. Also, we gotta establish who are the the head light skinned man and the two guys that were on the side of him in prison. Because when D was getting ready to leave prison, the guy said we gonna wait and let him get good and comfortable out there, and then we gonna shoot at him. He didn't say shoot at him, you know, from Mississippi, that's how I term saying get at him. And then my question was, we gonna make the call. He said we gonna let him get good and comfortable, we gonna make the call. But what is the call, sir? What's the call, Courtney? What's the call, 50? Because the call could be two things. The call could be like, we're going to make the call and try to get him hit. And then if y'all got to let him get hit on the outside, my question is, why he couldn't get hit in jail? Or is the call, we're going to make the call and start extorting him, as in getting money from him? Or we're going to make the call, are they in cahoots with his brother? Courtney and 50 be going hard. And they be like 4-5 steps ahead of us. But I'm on y'all. I'm like Inspector Bree. I'm on you. You feel me? I'm coming for y'all. Alright, so that was my question on that. What is the call, sir? And who is this man? And why is the call being made? Secondly, StockX. Y'all done made it, baby. I just got me and my handler, I just got us some J's for StockX for crew. And all I'm saying is, y'all done made it, because 50 to put y'all name in power. Congratulations to StockX. Congratulations, y'all done made it. Alright, on to the next thing. Okay, let's establish who D is right now. Diamond, when he went in, they've kind of already gave us the layout of when he went in, he was kind of a big time drug dealer, and now he doesn't want to be that person. Him and the guards, when he was getting ready to check out of prison, the guard was talking to him about the StockX. He was like, these will go for a lot on StockX. I'll give you a bill 50 for them right now. Okay, Diamond said, I know they'll go for a whole lot more than a bill 50. But he actually gave the guard his shoes. And his value on materialistic stuff is so far away from his mind, or either his growth has expanded so much on just my freedom is a big value, is a big asset to me, so much so that he walked out of prison without his shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's like established a clear-cut line to us that he is certainly not the person that he was when he went into prison. So much so that he don't even want to walk in the same shoes. The shoes that he was in, that he walked into prison in, he don't even want to walk in the same shoes, period. So that's significant to us. That is establishing a shift in who he was as a person, okay? He's not that person. But all I'm going to say is, damn, Courtney, y'all can get a man them little orange prison slides. Y'all had to make the man walk out in his socks. Did you know no brother ain't finna stand in their wet puddle and get the sock? Because the sock is absorbing like a sponge. It's gonna be soaking up the water. We ain't finna do that. We is not finna do that. You supposed to say, here, bro, get the slides. You could have let your slide on out in the slides. So we're going to do better on episode. Episode 2 I already shot. So next season, y'all pull me in, and I'm going to just call me the glitch man. I'm going to catch all the glitches. Okay? All right, keep it moving. Okay, so he gave the girl his shoes. He walked out barefoot in his socks or whatever. That explained his growth. He don't want to walk in the same shoes. Went over the slides. Okay. He said the water. His brother was like, dang, it don't rain or snow in there. He was like, it just feel different. Everything is different when you free. When you go behind them walls and you really understand that your freedom is a privilege, when you are free and you've established that in your mind, everything feels different. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how you know you changed. If you go in and come back out and you right back on the same stuff, you ain't established your change. It ain't hit you yet. Anyway, now look. They didn't know who they were messing with when they hollered at my guy. They ain't know who they were dealing with when they started talking crazy to the T. Tommy talk. What the man said? What he said? You Boston mother. Tommy said, Boston, Boston, nigga. I'm from New York. I am back, guys, and I realized already I have lied because I'm over 10 minutes now. Okay, so but keep in mind this is a key players moment and key moment. So what we're doing right now is establishing our players and our moments. So we shouldn't have to go down through these players no more unless new members are added to the cast, which I'm sure will be. But getting back into it, now we're with Claudia. Now Claudia is gonna be the daughter of the head, who appears to be the head drug dealer, which his name is Walter Flynn. Now Courtney and 50 and everybody on the writer team, I'm gonna tell you, I was already episode 1, I was a little disappointed with the similarities that I picked up on amongst Claudia, Tariq, and Kane. And what I mean by that is the narrative is basically a child born into a family basically with dope, with drug money, the street game. Okay? And the child does not have to be in that situation, but they want to be. We saw it in Power with Tariq, like really begging to be in the street life. We saw it with Kane in Ghost, Power Book 2, Ghost, whichever Power Book it is, but I think the name of that one is just Ghost. But we saw it with Kane, really wanting to establish his worth to Monet and the family, and he wanted to run stuff in the streets. And now episode 1 of Force already, I'm seeing it with Claudia. So we got to switch up the narrative just a bit, but basically Claudia is the daughter of Walter Flynn, and she wants to be more. She's asking for more responsibility. Vic is the son. That's who we see in the first episode, who gets out the car and tell Tommy to move his car. That's Flynn. There's Vic Flynn. Okay, so she wants to have her hand in the street life. Claudia does, but her primary job, her father told her that her job is to run the books and take care of him. And I had a question mark right there where he said the line, look after me, because like I know a lot of stuff does go on in these families. So I was like, look after me what? Look after me how? In what way? But later on that question was actually answered when the conversation between Claudia and her brother Vic was established that their mother had passed. So he actually just needs her to look after him, watch his back in a loving way, kind of sort of like stepped up into her mother's shoes. Then, of course, we have Vic, who I just told you is the son of Walter Flynn, and they're going to be the family that runs stuff in this first season. They're going to be the family to watch out for in this first season. And I think that they've already established themselves pretty much as Tommy's enemies, because you don't tell Tommy what to do. No one tells Tommy Egan what to do. Period. Ask his baby mama. Ask Holly. You can't tell him what to do. Okay? And so we got Claudia, we got Vic. Now, Uncle Polly, they reference to Polly, which is their uncle. Now, I'm not sure if Polly is the guy who was sitting in the back seat, who actually got out and spoke with a level head to Tommy when he needed him to move his car, but I'm betting that is Polly, which is the brother of Walter. But I'm not so sure about that, because when he spoke of the family, he didn't speak of them as in terms of he is actually in the family. He was like, this ain't the family you want to get into it with, or whatever. He never really put himself into the shoes of a family member. Now, the questions that I have in my mind behind that are, if he is Uncle Polly, why is he not entwined so much? He's entwined with the family business, but why is he able to look at stuff from a different perspective? Is he the level-headed brother? Was he in love with the wife? What is it? Because it's gonna be a twist, or it's gonna be a turn, and I bet you that he and Tommy are gonna end up having some type of work, doing some type of work together. I'm calling it. I'm gonna say that He's gonna end up helping Tommy out some type of way during this season. He's gonna end up doing something with Tommy because he and Tommy get along right now. So we have Uncle Polly. That's who I'm thinking that is, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe it is. And that in sum is the Flynn family. You got Walter, who is the father. You got Vic. You got Claudia, who is the daughter. Vic is the son, and then you got the Uncle Polly. Now let's go ahead and go to the bar scene, which is Glow. I'm liking this Glow character. I'm liking this Glow character, and off the bat, she reminded me of Holly in ways such as, for one, the slenderness. Tommy, well, he did have Keisha, and Keisha was rather thick, but she reminded me of Holly with the slenderness, and also she reminded me of Holly in the aspect of she was not afraid of Tommy. She was not intimidated by Tommy. You know, she was talking. I don't want to cuss on my podcast or blog, whatever it is. But this is about Force, so we're gonna have to cuss him. I'm sorry, y'all. She was talking shit with Tommy as soon as he came in. You know what I'm saying? So the vibes were there. Their vibes, they mesh well with each other, which of course led to meshing well with each other in more than one way. Okay. As we saw, there was some type of relationship that was going on that has happened between Vic, who is the son of Walter Flynn, the big drug dealers in that town, and Glow. We have not established how deep of a relationship it was, but I believe I'm gonna say medium. I'm gonna say it was a fair relationship, and I think that it is just ending or coming to an end. And the reason that I say that is because he said, give him a minute. He's that's what he gonna get out of everything. Just he hope it's not too late. And she basically told him, yeah, it is. It is too late. So that is gonna establish more of the rivalry between Victor. I'm gonna call him Vic. Victor, they saying Vic, but Vic got to be short for Victor. That's gonna establish more of the rivalry that we're gonna see later on between Vic and Tommy. She's gonna be smack dab in the middle of it. And another thing to note, which I know I got it in my notes, I'll get to it when I get to it. Okay. She has had some type of relationship with Vic, right? And now we also have Simon. Now I'm thinking that Simon is just a do boy. And I had to watch this episode twice because I was kind of confused the first time because I was listening to my husband and talking to the baby and all this stuff. But I caught it the second time. He actually told Simon. Simon is the guy that hopped out behind Vic when they saw Tommy wouldn't leave the parking spot. He was the one that's really high temper, like get the F out the spot. Didn't he tell you to do that? He left. He left. Vic left Simon behind in that bar to watch Glow. He actually said make sure nobody messing with it. And I think that's a Chicago thing because I love to hear Vaughn say, ain't nobody messing with you, is it folk now? Ain't nobody messing with you, is it little folk? You good? You good? So he was like, make sure nobody mess with her. Make sure she good. And I know this is a general term, but I think that's also like some type of Chicago lingo. Okay. And this is where Tommy actually finds out. See, I had a lot going on the first time I watched it. But the second time around, when Simon went outside to pee at that dumpster, that's when Tommy followed him and actually overheard him talking about the drop was gonna be that night at 3 a.m. And Tommy whooped his ass due to the level of disrespect that he gave him in the outside at the parking spot, but also as a show of authority because I'm in this town. I think that Tommy kind of already knew that he was not gonna leave Chicago based off, and also I think that we are going to be seeing another side of Tommy. We know that Tommy can love through the relationship he had with Holly, even though that was like mind blowing. I think that may have been like the first relationship that Tommy just really experienced love, even though it was loopy love. Then we had Keisha, which he actually loved Keisha. But this Glow is gonna be something different about Glow. It's gonna be something that pulls her to Tommy. And I feel like that when Tommy saw the Simon dude messing with not Glow but the other black girl that was at the bar, that gave him more of a dislike for him and enough reason to go and whoop his ass. You see what I'm saying? So that's how Tommy knew where to be at the drug drop. But Tommy also, when he broke his arm, he told him we don't give two F's about Brady. Which Brady, I like Brady, but he was like, you can't disrespect Larry Bird. You can't disrespect Larry Bird. So I thought that was a nice little punchline. But who got something against Brady over there on that cast? Huh? Huh? Who got something against Brady? But anyway, also what we got? What we got? Tommy, he took his phone. So Tommy took Simon's phone. So the meeting spot actually got changed. It was something that got changed about that meeting twice. And Tommy already knew about it. And then Glow, you can tell that violence doesn't affect her because she walked out and saw that he had beat his butt. And she told him, you're going to have some blowback. And he was like, ain't nothing going to blow back on you, is it? And she was like, nah. Then she told him, your soup ready. Yo, your soup ready. Like, come on in the house, baby. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Your soup is ready. Alright. So we saw Claudia and she meets this new girl in the club. New everybody is new to us, but apparently this girl is new to the city because Claudia and another girl and another boy at the bar were like, who is that girl? And I watched it several times. I rewinded, played it. I couldn't figure out that, of course, they went right into a sex scene. And the sex scenes are going to be ridiculous this season. Do you hear me? They're going to be ridiculous this season. Do you hear me? They're going to be, don't watch this with your children in the house. Do you hear me? Okay. After the sex scene or during the sex scene, she said, this drug is amazing. But she didn't say the name of it. She said, this drug is amazing. Can you get more? So we finna see a new drug hit the city of Chicago and it's going to flood the city. I was thinking that it's going to be full of powder, which it is. But I bet you they're going to end up introducing fentanyl because fentanyl is a big drug that's going around right now. And it actually is causing a lot of death. It's killing people. But I guarantee you they're going to be introducing fentanyl into this series. And I had a big question mark. What is it? Okay. I also said Tommy is going to be more of a loving gangster during this season. And Zamos in the Yardies. Already, they are reminding me of whatever that crew was. MTD, not MTD. With Drew, the one that Drew couldn't stand and he ended up shooting the boy in the head. That already they are reminding me of them. Zamos and the Yardies. So there is another gang that's in Chicago right now. So right now we got CBI, we got the Flynn family, and we got Zamos and the Yardies. Those are our gangs that we got to watch out for. And of course, we got Tommy Egan who finna come take over everything. So those are our 4 drug distribution people we need to be looking for. Some of these are gonna get killed off. You know that. You know that Tommy got to take over. So some of these drug companies are definitely gonna get killed off. And they haven't shown who Zamos is. And the Yardies got to come better than it. If the Yardies are them 2 little tweakers that we saw, they definitely gonna be the first group to go. They definitely gonna be the first group to go. Okay. CBI, if you like me, you was wondering, what do CBI stand for? What do CBI stand for? CBI stands for Chicago Boys Incorporated, or Chicago Boy. I'm not sure if they had an S on it or not, but it stands for Chicago Boy Incorporated. And he actually said that it was established in the barbershop. D said that as he was talking to his brother Jay. So that's gonna be his brother's name, Jay. And already I feel like there is going to be some type of fracturing in their relationship. And again, this does go back, for me, it goes back to the original Power, the relationship that fractured between Tommy and Ghost when Ghost, James St. Patrick, decided that he wanted to be legit. He wanted to be legal. And Tommy was like, we're not having it. Son, I don't know what that girl got. She got that boom, boom, pow. I don't know what she got, but we're not doing it. So already they are giving me that type of brothership from episode 1. They're giving that off. Boom, 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 boom. Tommy, you got, when Tommy told him you gotta know your clip, that line, that joker, I'm a shooter for real. Tommy Egan a shooter for real. You gotta know your clip. You know what I'm saying? And he left with, I said, why was Vic like? That's something I want to know. If you coming to pick up the dope, And or either you coming to pay your connect or whatever the case be. Why was your money like? Why was his count off? That's something I need to know, and I believe they're gonna end up bringing it up in episode 2. I don't know if he's stealing, I don't know what, but so it's something going on with that money being off. And Tommy took CBI money, and he took the yardage drugs. Like, so, and when they do the cut shot after the drug drop, they do the cut shot, and they end up showing us D sleeping on the floor. Now that is significant to people who have been institutionalized, but I believe he has been rehabilitated. But a lot of people that go to jail, when they come back home, the beds are too soft because the jails are very hard in jail. The beds are very hard in jail. So I've been told. I don't know. I have never been there. Okay. But they say that the beds are very hard. So he slept on the floor. He slept on the floor because the floor was more comfortable to him. That's why if you lost and you green, that's why he was sleeping on the floor. And Walter Flynn, I established his name. He's the father. Big deal, Coke. Okay, there's significant scene where Tommy Googled him. When Tommy Googled Walter Flynn and Googled CBI, there was a significant moment for me because that established he's gonna be in Chicago, but we already knew that. We knew that from the trailers and all that, but he's not going anywhere. That was the pivotal moment where I think he himself knew that he was not going anywhere. And that's the moment that they showed us that Diamond actually did 15 years that I said previous. And Kate told Tommy his grandma was dead. Now, I don't know if Kate did that just because she low down. I don't know if Kate did that because she was a powderhead. I don't know if Kate did that because she did not want Tommy to go dig up the past and realize that he had a brother. But I think that we're not done hearing the end of that. It has to be another reason of why Kate told Tommy that her mother was dead. And I think that we're going to see Kate soon. I say around about probably episode 3 or 4, I believe Kate going to pop up, because keep in mind you got another son that has just been rediscovered, and he wants to know his mother. No matter what happened, a kid want to know their mother or they father. That's just how it go. What does anybody speak Latin or whatever language this is on their arm? Is ISBREA with the line on it, LIOMTU. If I find that out before the next episode drops, I will have what it means on episode 2. Jay is Diamond's brother. What happened to Jay ear? Y'all, what happened to Jay ear? And it's gonna have to be something significant, unless Jay, if that's how your ear really made, I'm sorry. But for me, I'm thinking that it is the way they shoot directly at it so much. If that was the way his ear was made, I feel like they would shoot. They could angle. They could pick how they do their angles. I think it's gonna be something significant come up with this ear. How this ear got hurt, what happened to it, or more importantly, probably the person who actually did the damage to the ear is gonna come up. Tommy has a black brother. Why are we just now finding out about him? Why are we just now? And even more, it ain't even more important, but I do want to know, is Tommy brother gay? Is Tommy brother gay? And if he is it gonna cause some type of problem between Tommy and his brother? Because Tommy hardcore. And another reason why I asked that is because his brother, if you go to 44349, his brother had makeup all around the collar of his sweatshirt. I don't know if that's because he had makeup on his skin, and when he put the sweatshirt on, they rubbed it on the sweatshirt and they thought nobody was gonna pick it up. Or I don't know if that's gonna be a key factor in for us. Like, what if Tommy brother was a girl? What if Tommy brother was a sister that is now a brother? Because that hairline went right on Tommy brother. So maybe Tommy brother is a sister. I don't know. That's just something to think about. That's just something to think about. Anyway, what happened to Jay ear? Okay. Oh, it was significant when Jay told D he is the owner of their barbershop. He's the owner of their barbershop, but I bet you it's some strings that come attached with that barbershop. Either he gonna be doing money laundering, which is what Ghost had Tasha doing. It's a lot of this to me is similar to Power already. If you remember that Tasha was actually laundering money through Keisha Salon, or Ghost had Tasha laundering money through Keisha Salon, but Keisha was a part owner of that salon. So already I'm seeing that right now, because he didn't just he may have did it because he loved me, his brother, but I guarantee you it's some strings that comes attached. But like I said, Diamond makes it clear to Jay that he is not in that life. And I think that goes back to at the very beginning when we saw Jay walk out of prison without, when we saw D walk out of prison without his shoes, signifying to us that he is not the same man. He don't even want to walk out in the same shoes that he walked in. And that was powerful. If you caught it, good. You get some extra points on your black card. But yo, that and I'm finna call Glow. Where my phone at? Oh, then my phone right here. I can't call Glow. But I'm going to call Glow. I'm going to catch it. Because 312-555-0185. That Glow number. Y'all call and holler at her. And a big thing to me was them establishing she's going to be a key player in this season. I hope they keep her around. But she's going, in this season, she ain't going nowhere in season 1. She going to be a star player because Tommy threw the number away. He looked at her number, and he's getting gas, and he balled it up and threw it away. And he couldn't walk away from it. He went back and picked it up. So that was that signifies to us that even though they've only had one encounter with each other, it is something that is pulling him towards her. So he's not gonna, there's gonna be a relationship. I'm calling it, there's going to be a relationship, an ongoing relationship we're gonna see in this series. And two, that signified to us again, Tommy wasn't going nowhere. That was the second thing that signified to us that he's not going, he wasn't leaving Chicago. I don't even know if Tommy knew it, but I knew it, Tommy Egan. Okay, now at the end, y'all got to stop. Look, got to stay up on your fruit. Y'all got to stop messing with us. The man just got out of jail. And already, what kind of badge is this he had? Was this a sheriff badge? Did y'all get him man a sheriff badge? Is he a deputy? Did y'all get him man a deputy badge? I wish I had a picture of him. Deputy badge, cause that's what that star looked like on his pants. Already, you know, DJ's trying to be in the barbershop, just feel what it feel like of being a business owner. And man, I've been locked up 15 years on free. I got my own business. He looked like he loved to cut hair. That's his dream. And you already here messing with the man. Anyway, my question with that is, who is this officer? What is his name? And what is the relationship between this officer and Jay, who is Dee's brother? Because it's going to be some type of tie. What is the relationship between Jay and Dee's brother? Because it's going to be some type of tie. Is he an officer that's getting kickback from Jay to stay out of their way while they on the street? You know, we see it. Look at Marirez, whatever his name was. He wasn't getting kickback, but he would get kickback. You feel me? It's always gonna be something that you can do for these officers. It's hand. You gotta feed the hand. So what is his name, and what is his relationship to that barbershop or to Jay? Because he doesn't have a relationship to D that D knows about as of now. He's gonna have a relationship to D, but he doesn't know about it now. And this is a line that I like that Walter Flynn said to Tommy. And he said, a man with no clock has one of two things: too much time or too much money. Either way, you'll eventually run out of both. Let that sit on your brain. I was like, that's real. That's real. He said that to Tommy at the end. And then he told Tommy, you got to go. You got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because he asked him what time he had to be wherever he had to be. And Tommy was like, he ain't on no time limit. He get there when he get there. And that was his way of telling him, that ain't good. That's bad. That's bad. And your time is up. Either way, you gonna run out of both. And I like the end. Kudos to y'all. Good job at bringing the song, the outro in. Because when he told Tommy Egan he had to leave up out of Chicago, baby. And then that song, Oh, you mad, huh? Oh, you mad, huh? He mad. Oh, you mad, huh? He mad. Oh, you mad, huh? Big mad. All right, y'all. That's going to be the end of it. It look like we hit 35 minutes. Eat your fruit. Next week, I'll be back with another detailed recap of Power Book 4 Force, baby.
Money, powder, and power. Money, powder. Older niggas look up to me. You can tell I got rank. Federal time just to survive. They'll pass you a shake. I ain't vote.